Back again with another video, weekly, bi-weekly, depends on obviously what I've got going on in the week and obviously if I get anything planned. But yeah, yesterday I recorded a full posterior session which should already be on YouTube if you're seeing this video. If it is, go check it out, which it should be, so check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, today we're going to be recording the leg video, so you're not going to be in the flat for too long. We're just going to be, talking for like a couple of minutes and then we're going to get to the car, have a little boogie, and then we're going to get to the gym and do some legs. But yeah, I want to make sure that I record more training footage, more sessions, and just give you a bit of an insight into how my training is going to be looking during prep. So yeah, legs, what we're looking like. We've got some rope crunches first, or some sort of ab crunch, standing core freeze, seated leg curl, leg extension, Smith machine back squat, and a hip adduction, not abduction. So yeah, and if you always get confused with hip adduction or abduction, give you a little tip right now. Adduction, you're adding in, you're taking your leg from here and you're adding it in. If you're abducting, you're taking away. You're abducting, you're taking away. So your leg goes from here to here. If you're adding, you go from here to here. I'm hoping that made sense, but that always made sense in my head when someone told me that. But yeah, we're gonna go to the gym now. We're gonna go record legs, so stick around. Obviously, if you're new here, make sure you drop the channel, subscribe, like the video as well. Obviously, I know you've not even seen it yet, but do us a favor. It helps. It shows me that you like the videos. It shows me they're not fucking shit, and it keeps me doing this, to be honest. The more likes that I see, the better I'm gonna get at this, the more I'm gonna do with this, the more I think, fucking hell, people actually like this shit. So yeah, you might as well like the video. But yeah, I'm gonna get there now, and you're next gonna see me in the gym. That's right, so I'm hoping you boys can hear me. So we are going to start with, it's pretty much like a reverse crunch. So it is going to be targeting the full abs. It's going to be targeting the whole midsection, but obviously with the stretch that you're going to get at the bottom, it is going to primarily give you a little bit more of a stretch in the abs and also give you a nice contraction with the lower portion of the abs, mainly down to the fact that you are pulling from your hips, okay? So put the camera down a little bit, but yeah, with this, it is a little bit more for the bottom of your abs, but still, regardless, you are going to be working the whole of your midsection, getting it engaged, which is obviously going to be what you're wanting before you go into any session, especially legs where you're going to need to brace a little bit more. Oh, it's been a while on that one. It has been a fucking while. But yeah, one way to strengthen the hip flexors, do some sort of leg raises, or if you've got access to a machine like this, you definitely want to give it a fucking go, because your lower back is going to be getting nice and warm, and the midsection obviously is also going to get nice and warm as well, which is going to carry you through any fucking leg session. Because without the ability to be able to brace, without that during a leg session, you're fucked. Because if you go into any sort of compound leg press or compound movement, that is going to obviously require a little bit more midsection and a little bit more bracing, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're more at risk of injury, which you ain't going to want. No one wants to crumble when they're doing a fucking leg press. You can push that thing in a push-up on you. Boy, let's get the full stack done, mush. Go. Oh. Oh. Oh, motherfucker. So I'm going to get a warm-up set done first with the hammies. So using a prime piece of kit today. Main reason being, that's not in the right spot. Main reason being, the adjustability of it. It's a bit of a versatile movement. Any prime piece of kit is a bit more versatile in terms of how it feels, the adjustment and the resistance profile. So put it in simple terms. When you're adjusting the resistance, you're dictating where the resistance is going to be most present. So for this machine in particular, when you put it on, well, in all of them, when you put it on free, for example, it's a little bit more difficult in the lengthened position. So when your hamstrings are lengthened, when your knees are extended, it's a bit more difficult in that portion. If you put it on number 5, which is just next to 3, mid to lengthened, and when you put it on 1, it's neutral. So generally, where I want the resistance to be the most is where I'm going to be strongest, which for everyone is going to be in the lengthened portion. So yeah, I'm going to start just a couple of reps, get a feel for it, and then we can start the working sets. you'll notice it just drops off nicely at the bottom and then just gradually gets heavier towards the top. Yeah, not too bad. We're gonna go 58 next. That'll be the first working set. I'm back on a prime. Which one? Live Fitness. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. It's good. I like this, but the reason why I put this back in and I'm gonna use this now, it's just a stretch. It's like making sure that I'm working it in the length a bit more, because that one I feel like I can easily just get away with dragging it down and getting a big squeeze at the bottom, but I want there to be a lot of resistance at the top in the stretch. Make the most out of that. It's gonna be... Say again?
I do that one on this one.
That's what I mean at the moment. I am going to be doing a lot more of that now because I'm doing a posterior day, but yeah, it's just, I weren't doing that before, but I want to try this now and that and then see how we go. Anyway, I don't find that, but this starting position's uncomfortable. This start position's uncomfortable as fuck. Right. 3, 2, 1.
Big thing.
Right, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 3. 7. 150. 9. 10. Oh, 14, one more. Oh, that's on fine. Whoa. Oh, just for safety. Little tip with the leg extension. You want to make sure that you're getting enough knee flexion at the knee, so essentially a bend. And then you got a pivot point where you're always going to keep your knees in line with. If your knees are too far in front of the pivot line, or the pivot point, sorry, what you're going to find it's going to fucking hurt your knees. So make sure your knees are always in line with that. But yeah, just finished the last set on there. Didn't actually get as many reps as I wanted, and that was back to 55 as well. But it just shows you that my body's not necessarily used to the volume anymore. Like I can keep things at 3 sets for the most part, but with the point that I got to there, even 9 reps at 55 when I got 15 in the first set were instant. But a little bit more volume, a little bit more work, a little bit more growth. Yeah, let's get into this one. 3 sets. Second set, fucking jumpers off, bruv. Right. Gonna get into the Smith back squat now. Yeah, Smith machine back squat. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with 20 aside. I always prefer this over barbell, if I'm honest. Mainly down to the fact that my shoulder mobility is shit, so I feel like I've got a little bit more leeway with this. I can use straps if I want to, and right now my neck is a little bit tight anyway, so it's probably good that I don't have a normal barbell back squat, because I feel my neck is gonna go at any point. It's a fucking cunt at the moment. 1 minute is fine, next minute it just feels like it's gonna pull. Stiff as shit, and it's been giving me a bit of a headache all day, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna get doing this now. Fucking love this movement. You can do a barbell back squat if you want, do a Smith back squat if you want, whatever you prefer. You can have 2 different leg variations. One week you do a Smith, another week you do a barbell. It's whatever's gonna work for you and whatever you're gonna enjoy the most. For me, I like the comfortability of this. I like the ability to get to failure and feel a little bit safer. I know, little bitch, but yeah, for me, this is my preferred movement for the most part. Push. Wow. Oof. Undershot that. Undershot that massively. But we're not doing it for a while. Not really too arsed if you undershoot it a little bit. Got 3 sets to be able to do this anyway and make the most of it, so we're gonna add another 20 on, see how we get on with that. The most I've ever done with a Smith is 3 plates for 10, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that now, but right now I'm not really focused on that. I'm focused on reaching failure or getting close to failure. That set, I'd have been going for fucking days, that's why I ended up getting 20 reps. So yeah, we're gonna bang on another 20 each side, still have that same level of control, and make the most of the next set and aim for that 12 to 15 rep range. All right, let's get into 2 plates aside now, see how we get on with this. Been a while since we've touched this. So, I'm hoping I don't lift it like a little bitch. I don't feel of it. Yeah, I feel sticky as fuck. Oh, man. Yeah, that don't feel right. But if I'm just being weak or what, but that feels sticky halfway up. I am going to be leaving the leg press today though, so I normally do the Atlantis leg press, but yeah, the pivot press. Neck is just giving me shit today. Feels fucking wank, so I am going to give it a miss, mainly down to the fact I don't want to pop a blood vessel. I don't want to pull my neck and make it worse, so DP is going to be in the mix when I get back home. And massage is getting booked ASAP. But yeah, I'm in 2 minds about putting a bit more weight on. Yeah, fuck it, don't be a fanny. Come on, you got to make the weights feel like a lightweight from the get-go. Get underneath with aggression. Ho, ho, ho. Oh. Oh, sticky that. Fucking hell. Oh. Oh. Ah. My days. Yeah, that's not like the other Smiths. That's heavy as shit. So, this one needs to be a little bit careful because I pulled my fucking groin. I sound like a walking mess. A walking fucking mess. I'm just getting old. That's all it is. You know what I mean? I was 27 in September. Getting on nowadays. Alright, here we go. By the way, this is the lightest adductor machine you're ever going to use in your life. But yeah, do have to be careful a little bit. Based off of how last session went, you wouldn't have seen the full session, but pulled the inside of my groin just from going a little bit too heavy, taking the piss a little bit, not warming up properly. Obviously now my legs are going to be warm, but with what I did to the actual leg and the inside of my groin, what I did to my groin last time, I still feel it a little bit now, so just need to be careful. It's going to get to the point where I can just go fucking full send again, but for now we need to play it safe, be careful, boring shit. But obviously went a little bit too full send last time and that's where we injured ourselves, so don't really fancy doing that. I don't really fancy putting myself out of the game. Final set, you little fuckers. So let's try and get as many as we can. Not gonna lie, my legs ain't used to this volume. Fucking 2 sets is like the most I've done for a long time. In the whole off season I did 2 sets on everything pretty much. But yeah, just increasing the volume. Should you increase the volume when you're in a fat loss phase compared to where you were in a growth phase? No, not really, but it depends. Obviously in a growth period, building phase, you are in a state of, you are probably going to be able to lift more, you're probably going to be able to tax the nervous system a little bit more. And because of that, you can probably get away with less volume and still get as much out of it. But do I feel like that's going to be an approach that I take next time? No. In the next building phase that I do, I am going to be following a higher volume approach because, like I said earlier on in the video, I'm not someone who is lifting an obscene amount of weight to the point where it's going to send my nervous system to the fucking shadow realm. And I ain't going to be able to, I need to make sure that when it comes to what I lift and how much I lift, I'm getting as much out of each session as I can and manipulating the volume to where I can grow. 2 sets was enough for me to grow over the course of this year, but I feel like doing a little bit more, I might grow even more. So yeah, next off season is going to be a madness. Volume is going to be a little bit higher, intensifiers are going to be back in the mix, and yeah, we're going to grow more than ever before, but for now, we're just going to get used to lifting a little bit more volume, and then as we get further into prep, it's probably going to taper off a little bit. Isolation work will probably be staying there in terms of the volume, but compound lifts, Smith squats, leg press, hack squat, pendulum, whatever, is going to be lesser in volume. Needs to come down a little bit, especially when I get a little bit leaner. Right, stop fucking talking shit. Push. Fucking yeah, I'm done. Aye. Can't lie, man's delaying this set as much as I can. Oh, fuck's sake. Man's been sat there for 5 fucking minutes. Come on. Stop being a fanny. Aye. Oh, you cunt. Wouldn't normally advise doing a Stairmaster after legs, but needs must. Needs must. One plan on doing it today, but the way that I plan my week out now suits me a little bit better to do it today. So yeah, we're going to do this typical 5 Stairmaster sessions a week, 30 minutes. But ideally I want to box it off nice and early in the week, so probably going to do either 5 in a row or take a little midweek break. But eventually it's going to get to a point where it's probably 7 days in a week anyway. So yeah, normally on a leg day I would be doing it in the morning, getting it out of the way nice and early, but obviously with the way today's ran, it's just suited me a little bit better to be able to get it done post-workout. But yeah, sweating my fucking tits off. Boys, that is going to be the leg day. Leg day is done. I'm going to leave the actual full leg day in the description. But yeah, everything was done minus the leg press. So, in order, what are we doing? Shit. This is what the Stairmaster does to you. Crunches, leg curl, leg extension, Smith machine back squat, adduction, and a standing core freeze. So that's the order we've done it in. Normally it's in a slightly bit of a different order, but when exercises are taken, when machines are taken, you just got to kind of reorganise things in a way that obviously works and suits you best. So yeah, there were a couple of bits that I would have plugged in a little bit earlier on into the session, like standing core freeze was meant to be a little bit earlier on. But it's what it is. It's what it is. It was taken, couldn't use it. And sometimes you've got to vary things up depending on how busy the gym is. But yeah, that's the leg session for today. Full leg session in the description, so you can write it down, plug it and play into your own days, into your own weeks. But that's the first variation of legs. We've got another one coming up, which is going to be the second variation, which is going to have a pendulum in, or potentially a hack squat. Depends on what's free. I don't mind doing either or. More recently, it's been pendulum. But if the pendulum's taken, then we'll move on to the hack squat. But yeah, boys, it's been fun. This is the leg session. If you like the video, drop it a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more content just like this. And yeah, hopefully, yeah, catch you in the next video.